Well, in 2004, I got dropped. The test match at Nagpur was the last test match that I played for India. It was a tough test match, it was a tough series for India, but then personally, I thought that I did what I was told. There was a particular brief about how I was supposed to play my cricket at the highest level. I thought I did that role, or I fulfilled that role to a certain degree. But then I realized that I hadn't done enough for myself. Dropping the anchor, playing a certain way was the brief, but nobody told me to throw the wicket away after getting to 40s, and there were quite a few 40s. I couldn't convert any of them into big hundreds, and that is what would actually remain as one single regret if I were to look back at my career. Having said that, things could have panned out a little differently, because the last 6 test innings that I played were spread over 5 test matches over 9 or 10 long months. Wish those 6 innings were back to back in one series, 3 test matches. Not to be, but then when I got dropped, obviously I went back playing domestic cricket, and I was very determined to get back into the Indian team. In fact, so determined that that thought consumed me completely. I was obsessed with the thought that I need to score a lot of runs and I need to make it back into the team. Runs actually was just probably a vehicle. It wasn't the be all and end all. So in that when that happens, you stop enjoying the sport. It becomes a bit of a burden, because every time you go out to bat, you're thinking about getting into the Indian team, score a double century. A century is not enough, and then when you start thinking on those lines, those centuries also desert you. They don't come. They didn't come for about 2 seasons. Scored a few 50s, but no centuries after getting dropped from the Indian team. And that was when I in fact thought, I harbored the thoughts of quitting cricket, because I was not good enough to score runs at first class level. Then what chances did I have to score or get back into the Indian team? Probably playing for India was a fluke. But that's when I realized that success is a trophy and failure is an institution. It teaches you. It taught me a lot of things about life, how to, what actually to expect, when will I be happy. These were the questions that I asked myself and tried to find answers for. And that was when I decided. In fact, 2 years of doing nothing, being in the cave, licking my wounds was enough to push me back again. Something happened. Read a few books, met Greg Chappell. He gave me a different perspective about failure, about success. Met Michael Atherton, and he told me, don't forget why you started playing cricket. You played cricket because you enjoyed cricket. So don't let the expectations of scoring runs and getting back into the Indian team just dominate your thought or obsess you completely. Go back playing cricket, enjoying cricket, enjoy that the sound of ball hitting the bat. And when I did that, oh boy, everything changed, and things started ruling back in my favor. But those 2 years were really hard and probably a school in itself.